What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lady Scrap. You know your favorite damn move from the West Side Fruits. I want to talk about motherless daughters. I really want to talk about the company I work for. At the same time, you gotta spread it out and warm it up. I'm gonna stick to the motherless daughters because I have found out, I have realized, I have noticed, that it's a lot of motherless daughters. Did I say daughters? Y'all get it. It's a lot of motherless women out here. Now, what's crazy is the freaking stereotypes to me, for me, because it's so mama's baby, daddy's maybe. You know, we got that crap going on. I don't want to call it crap. We got that stereotype going on. We also have a B mama. Yeah, that's the thing. What I need to do is damn Excedrin. You know, you know, we are live and in living color. We are live and in effect. I definitely have a headache. And because I'm getting ready for work and talking to y'all, I said, you know what? Take this Excedrin now. So it'll kind of kick in. So it will be kicked in. So I don't have to set it. So the show must go on. Everyone's like, niggas gotta hustle. Either way it go. Nevertheless, though, for real, y'all, if you have a kid and you know your baby mama, the mama is mistreating the kid, like, how do you feel about that? What do you do about that? Is there anything you can do about that? Yeah, I know it's a lot of women out here that not only, like I'm saying, motherless, they're fatherless. That's way more common, right? The fatherless daughters, fatherless sons. That's what we do know exists. But we don't pay attention to how some mamas ain't shit either. Just straight up. We don't pay attention to how some mamas be just bitter behind the child. I don't know if it's because they didn't really want the kid. They thought they was gonna keep the nigga with the kid, or they thought maybe postpartum would get better. I don't know if they thought postpartum wasn't real because I'm not a mother. I don't know what it'll feel like. I don't know how it feels to not love your child unconditionally. If niggas know me, then niggas know I compare my dog to fucking human beings. I compare my dog that I've been having for the last 12 years as a kid. If niggas know me, then niggas know. It's the same to me. Why? Because we have kids that's on the spectrum. My dog is on the damn spectrum. It's on the spectrum because he can't talk. He's a dog. He don't speak English. He don't even speak Spanish. I understand both. I don't get no food sounds for her, no sense for her. If niggas know me, then niggas know. I've said this already. This is how I feel. Because I'm not one of them dog parents that just leave my dog outside. I'm not one of them dog parents that don't take care of their dog. Again, though, I don't have nothing else to take care of but the dog. So I wouldn't say I overly take care of her. I'm just saying I've been taking care of her for the last 12 years. So I know how it feels. Just nonstop. It's all on you. No help. Single parent over here. Yeah, I said single parent because I didn't buy the dog. The dog was a gift to me. The motherfucker got the dog for me. I didn't even ask for the goddamn dog. Okay, dog. Well, she just came from the bathroom. Come here. I know what you want. Because I'm getting ready for work, you gotta wait on it. I fully wish y'all could see her. If you follow me on the gram, you seen her. You've seen a few dogs, but if you really follow me and you really know me, you know what's in the line. Nevertheless, though, compare the two because, again, like I'm saying, I give a damn about my dog. My dog goes wherever I want my dog to go. She's a service animal. She's an emotional support animal. She has clothes. She has shoes. She has jewelry. I'm trying to think of what else. She got everything except for a scholarship. She gets everything except for food stamps. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get no kickback in taxes. So it's slight differences. Again, it's a whole lot of similarities if you ask me because I've been taking care of this responsibility for a long time. I haven't mistreated her like some of y'all do. Just you have the dog to shut up. Dog don't know nothing about no companion. Don't know nothing about hanging out. Don't know nothing about the love, the unconditional care. Neither one of y'all. The dog don't even know if they have it for you because you don't let them show it. And you don't know the dog have it for you because you don't let them show it. And again, it's mothers like that. In the sense of some daughters never been nurtured by their mama. Never had I wouldn't say a care in their body. I don't want to say that because I know postpartum is real. I know too many people that done went through postpartum and fought themselves to love their kid, beat themselves up for not loving their kid or having the love for their kid that they see other people with. Because again, society put that stereotype on us. Because again, the world tells us mama's baby, daddy's maybe. So the mother has to do this, the mama has to do that. But the daddy not doing this, the daddy ain't gonna do this. Why do we accept that? Why is that a thing? Mama's baby, daddy's maybe. Like, why don't we care? And again, like I'm saying, I'm asking everybody, why do y'all think that some mothers don't care? I don't need nobody say, oh, my mama cared. I ain't got that kind of problem because guess what? One of your homeboys did. Guess what? Your baby mama probably doing your kid like that right now. I don't even give a damn about your daughter. And it's so jacked up to say because of how I worded it. She don't give a damn about her own kid. She don't give a damn about your daughter. She says that. This is your daughter. Get your daughter. Come and get your kid. You know, words matter. That's just like the mama calling the little girl a B-I-T. You feel me? Y'all don't get where I'm coming from? I'm saying in the sense of you're supposed to be loving me unconditionally. You're supposed to be nice to me, just like the stereotype. Mama's baby, father's maybe. I got to keep reiterating that. We feel like the father breaks the little girl heart. First dude to break her heart. Yeah, that's true. Sure is. First man she ever known. However, comma, it's also the fact that her mama is the same thing. Let's not forget. The mama ain't no better because it's not a nurturing bone in her body because she don't have unconditional love. She's not emotionally stable. The fact that I know a lot of mothers will hear this whenever they do and agree to the fact that yes, my hormones was out of whack, out of order. I did notice something with my body. However, comma, for the ones that didn't take it out on their kid, for the ones that handle it a little better, because again, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they taking a class. I don't know if they taking some medicine. I don't know if they just let it subside, let it go away on its own. And then they just grew to love their child or felt a guilt trip. I'm just, I'm thinking. I don't know which one it is. However, it could be all of the above. One of my opinions apply to someone for sure. Because what if it's hereditary as that? What if it was a time when your granny did not tell your mama that she loved her? It just wasn't a common thing. It's just something she didn't grow up hearing. Yeah, some women ain't saying that. Some women are not hearing about their daughters. I'm just saying. Some women despise their daughters. Some women are jealous of their daughters. And do we feel like that about the fathers too? That's not even a thing, right? We don't even say, oh yeah, the daddy's not around, the father isn't around, whichever title we're giving them. The man ain't in the life, the donor, you know, whatever we're calling the dude. We are not saying, oh, he's not being a man's man. The most we saying is what deadbeat dad. The most we saying is what you expect. Now, is there some fathers out there that didn't stepped up to the plate and felt like they gonna give their daughter unconditional love? Yes, it is. It's just rare. It's just hella rare. And then you gotta assume that this man cares because his parents care. I said parent because we don't know which one. We don't know if the dad cared more and showed him a nurturing aspect that wasn't what y'all would call gay. Him being too soft for his son or something. Him being in touch with his emotional side for his son to let his son know it's okay to care about your sister. Or if he just got a daughter. So he tapped into his emotional side because he cared down about his daughter, because he cared about his daughter. Or maybe he has witnessed his mother was with his own sister. Hey, you never know. We don't know until these kind of conversations come about. My thing is, if I'm making this relevant right now, me literally, I'm telling you something that you don't know. What you gonna do about it? I'm not saying go and put on the cape, or am I? Really? Am I saying go put on the cape? If it's your child, I feel like you should go put on the cape. If it's your child, I also don't want you to make matters worse because a lot of y'all, as in men, a lot of men feel as if they can't say nothing to their baby mama. They can't say nothing to the mother of their kids, because it'll make matters worse. Y'all strongly feel like that's the only way to go? Do y'all strongly feel like you can't take care of your kid? It's solely all on the mama. She ain't letting me do this. She not letting me do that. She gets mad at this. She uses the kid for that. Why don't you want the kid? As in full responsibility, as in full care, custody. Oh, because that's not a part of the stereotype. Again, I know some that's doing it. It's just rare. I know some that's like, fuck that, F that, you know, guidelines. I know some that's like, F that, I'm going to Child Protective Services. Or F that, I'm going to family court. F that, I want my mama to try and get my baby because I know I ain't got all my ducks in a row. Whatever the case may be. Your baby mama messed up, you ain't no better. However, you recognize that the kid is a lost cause, so you want to help. You ain't got the shit together, your baby mama ain't no better. At the same time, you care about your kid to know, all right, this ain't right. It's not an oh well effort. Because outside looking in, it seems like a lot of excuses and or reasons instead of just action. Meaning I feel me. Don't know what's going on, so don't tell me the shit that. I can still give my opinion outside looking in. I feel it's a hopeless situation, as in lots of a lot of y'all don't know that you can fight for your own kids. A lot of y'all don't know you have rights. It goes both ways. The mother has rights, the father has rights. Now, where do the rights come in at? Do you have to prove you have rights? Do you have to sign the birth certificate and all this other crap? I don't know. All I know is it's a lot of kids out here that is missing unconditional love, that didn't ask for it, that didn't know what they were going to get, wasn't aware that that's what they were signing up for. They just didn't know that they weren't going to get anything. as far as unconditional love, as far as just healthy lifestyle, as far as nurturing. We gotta also remember that the kid don't know what postpartum is. This is a kid. The kid had never heard of postpartum. The kid is just affected by the fact that mama is angry. Mama is emotionless. My mother don't talk to me how I see my homeboy mama talk to him or her. My homegirl mama to me and her great. I do not have that. We don't see that. We don't recognize that. We don't pay attention to that. It's never about the kid. And it's like, damn, this is the innocent person. And you know what? Everyone's innocent. Because again, like I'm saying, the mama didn't know she was gonna be like this until it happened to her, until she got in that position. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. She ain't never been a mama before. I'm not saying it's right. All I'm saying is her hormones was out of whack. She didn't know how to handle it. And the dude was not doing what she needed him to do because she don't even know how to express it. Again, not saying it's right. You don't know how to express yourself and you mad. Not saying it's right. All I'm saying is we're already emotional, unstable creatures, right? So if we can say that, we as in a group, we as in a whole, we as in the world, the stereotype of woman as being an unstable, emotional, do we expect them to have their emotions intact? How do we treat them as if they should have their emotions intact? Intact. How do we treat them as if some stuff is just so non-existing? We don't know that it's a thing. Why do we feel like some shit is so unheard of? I don't know if y'all can hear this, but I'm definitely breathing my scalp. We don't know if how some stuff is so unheard of. We just be judging stuff because we're not outside looking in, again, not knowing. Maybe your cousin didn't went through this. Your auntie was not the best mother in the world. You remember your mama saying, I don't even want to get no fake name because everybody got the name, but just Auntie Whoop Whoop is crazy. That's how they summed it up. Auntie Whoop Whoop is crazy. This person got to come and stay with us. This person got to live with us. Or just even the fact that some of us can say we grew up as siblings and we're supposed to be cousins. We don't know what was going on. What was it, just drugs involved? Or did the postpartum take on to where they're so depressed they never came back from it? Again, not saying it's right, just saying it's a perspective. Look at it from a different angle. Look at it from another way. Because it's common. Because it's happening. A lot of motherless daughters out here, and we just focus on the fact that there ain't no daddies around, there ain't no men in their life when everyone's unequipped. That's my whole point. We all can say it wasn't no handbook and all this, that, and the third, and at the same time still forget it wasn't no handbook. But we don't know why this person don't take care of their kid. Yes, we do, but their hormones is out of whack. She trying to shake back from having her hormones out of whack for 9 months. Again, not saying it's right, just saying. We don't know how Granny treated her. We know how Granny treated us. It's a difference. Well, I'm talking about this a different. It's a difference. We don't know if everyone woke up when the kid came about, when you came about, when I came about, when we came about, whoever's listening, because we're all someone's child, right? We all have an experience, right? Either with our mom, with our dad, or with both. We didn't have. Some of us didn't have neither one, the mom or the dad, mother or the father. Grannies is raising us. Aunts is raising us. Godparents is raising us. That's why all these different titles exist because this is a common thing that we ignore, that we don't even pay attention to, that we just know of. But again, these motherless, the ones that then carried and went through they didn't have to affect, they forced to, because again, mama's baby, daddy's baby, it's a stuck situation. Who else is gonna take your kid if you don't? What if you ain't got no parents? Now your kid's in the system. We also know people be dying on the delivery table. People be dying in labor and delivery, trying to have the kid, trying to get the kid out, trying to push the kid out. We all know these are things, and still in all, we just judge instead of helping. What happened to the village? It takes a village to raise a child. The village got tired before I became an adult, huh? The village got tired of raising my mama and your mama. The village got tired of raising y'all, the grannies, y'all aunts and uncles. Because again, we are different generations. We all have different aspects. I don't know who raised who. I'm just putting out a scenario. I'm just painting a picture, just giving a visual because I know this stuff exists. Because I have been around a lot of different people in the world. I've talked to a lot of different personalities. And I know not just mothers and fathers, not just mamas and daddies raise their children, help raise their children. Is that still the village? Is that being called the village when your mother and father don't raise you, your mom and daddy don't raise you, someone else in the family does? Is that the village I'm forgetting? Is that the village I'm missing? Is that the village that I'm really talking about and can't pinpoint how to word it for y'all to really know exactly what I'm talking about? Because I know it's a lot of women that not only take the anger out on the baby daddy, on the baby father, what they say on the sperm donor. They got all these names, right? It's a lot of women that again take it out on the kid because the kid looks like the donor, look like the daddy, look like the father. And again, this kid don't even know that. The kid is so innocent and it's freaking ridiculous. The kid is just being raised with trauma and abuse, just raised in the world of freaking chaos, didn't stand a chance. The kid is just gonna stay emotional. The kid is gonna be unequipped with how to handle emotions. Because again, it's no handbook, right? So the parent definitely ain't telling them how to handle their emotions. Ain't they not even knowing. They trying to handle their own emotions, get their emotions back intact, figure out if they can do it, period. To figure out if they can handle being a parent, to figure out if what they're finna do is what's right. I would so love to talk to a parent that didn't have postpartum to the point to where they're letting me know, you know what? My mother recognized it, as in the granny, recognized that I was just overly depressed. I was overly unattached to my child. I wasn't equipped to be a parent. I would love to talk to a person that can openly admit that and let us know, give us an insight on what they did, when it got better. Did it get better? Did they want it to get better? What did they do? What are some tips? Because again, this is a common thing. It's so many women that done gave up on their mamas. It's so many women that don't talk to their mothers. It's so many women. Later. It's so many women that may need a do-over. It's so many women that need to be taught, not even taught. I mean, it's a form of teaching too. However, it's so many women that need to be told, need to be like made aware of the fact that they're not alone. I don't want to say that it's okay because it's it's not okay. Unconditional love, not loving, not caring, not being the emotional support, not being the nurturer, the stereotype. It's so important to be the stereotype for the child because the child is unequipped. The child is new to the world. The child don't even know, like I was saying, the kid don't know how much they look like they kid. I mean, their parent. The kid does not know how much they act. Parent. We gotta tell the kids that. Everybody got to be told that. We don't know. They don't be knowing what didn't happen to the kid. They done died in the car accident. They don't know where they mom's at. They only know what we tell them. They only know what you tell them. They only know what they wasn't told. What they did not know. We always look at stuff as it's just hard. No one helped. It ain't no cheat sheet. It ain't no cheat code. However, we're aware of a lot of this stuff. We make jokes out of. Oh, that'd be crazy. He a deadbeat anyway. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. What if he was scared? The men can't be scared too. We just looking at it like, oh, they wasn't scared when they was laying up. My bad, y'all. Something going on. I told you I was getting ready for it. Nevertheless, remember where I was before I just intervened? No, I don't. But that's not the point. The point is the dogs want their space. So see, then there's that. Then there's that. As much shit as I talk to this dog, because the dog be stressing me the hell out. Every time I see her, I just give her what the hell she wants. Because what else is she doing? What else do she get? If she living for treats at this point in her life, girl, live for the goddamn treats. I ain't worried about it. 'Cause it ain't like you eating candy all day. You're not getting bad grades at school. I don't know what the hell you doing while I'm other than barking, bleed. I don't know what you doing. Because again, she's 12. But you doing a lot of sleeping. For real, for real. Does she have the energy? Yeah, when I'm around. But again, that ain't the point. The point is, I care. I understand that it's not easy to care. Nothing you're supposed to love is the point. So again, I don't want nobody to be like, oh, you talking about a dog. Yeah, I am talking about a dog. I'm talking about something that has a heart, a brain, feelings, emotions, just like that human being, though. On the contrary, the human being sometimes learn how to talk. Yeah, sometimes. Why do I say sometimes? Because spectrum exists. That's definitely a thing. If your kid never learns how to talk, if your kid doesn't have that luxury of talking like you, being more like you, then you have to learn, you have to adjust, you have to adapt to a whole nother situation, to a whole nother lifestyle, another being. Hey, we gotta, it's perspectives, people. It's all about how we look at stuff. It's all about how we take stuff in. It's all about how we let it back out, too. Oh, yeah, it matters. Well, I always use the example because I know I take damn good care of this doggone dog. Dog takes so, I take so, I cook for the dog. Because right now I'm getting her food together. And I literally mean like I make her meatloaf on season. Just for example, she be having chicken strips and stuff, air fried, no season. Like she have food. Who else am I cooking for? So if you got a dog and you got a kid and you already don't want to cook for the kid, why do you have the dog? Oh, because you grew up with dogs, you felt like you needed a dog. No, why do you have the dog? Because you don't even have time for the dog. It's the same with the kid. Are you only letting the school raise the kid? Who is raising the kid? Who is helping raise the kid? We all need help. It takes a village. There goes that again. Yeah. Who is watching the kid? Who can you call on when you need help watching the kid? Because I got to figure out who's going to watch my dog. I need help with the dog. I want to do something and don't want to take the dog on dog. All of these are scenarios. All of these are real things. Don't just leave the dog like some of y'all in the kennel all day. Another dog that got used to only using the bathroom once every 12 hours. You get up to go to work, going all day, they don't went to the bathroom. It's nobody there to take the dog to the bathroom. No one cares in the corporate world about you taking your dog to the bathroom. It's the same as the kids. Where you got to pick your kid up from school? They don't care. If you can't do it on your lunch break, then what? If you don't get off around the time your kid is getting done with school, getting done with their first job, getting done with life, what are you doing? Bending rules, getting told stuff is unacceptable, right? Finding out, oh my God, I didn't realize, I wasn't aware, I didn't know. You said all of this because you need the job. Now you saying, okay, where your daddy at? I need you to go stay with your daddy while I get this together, while I get that together. I need some help. There's nothing wrong with saying you need help, especially when it ain't no handbook. Parents, y'all be quick to say that, but then don't be wanting no help. Y'all so ashamed. Get them emotions together. What are you ashamed of? You have never been a parent before. It's your first time jumping in. It's your first time doing something. This your first time having a responsibility that you cannot get rid of. Maybe you don't want to get rid of them, but then don't take that personal. I'm just saying, you can not take care of the dog. Y'all don't, right? But you cannot take care of the kid. Y'all don't, right? Men and women, that's how we got here. That's how we got to this topic. Everyone does not have unconditional love. Everyone does not have a nurturing bone in their body. Everyone should not be a parent. People look at people and just feel like, oh, they should be a parent. The way they handle their kids in the classroom, they're a teacher. Like the way they handle my kid when I come over. Maybe they should be a parent. No, everything happens for a reason. What happened to that? If the reason is you are the parent, okay, just call on that person that you think is strong, stable, mentally there. Maybe you like how their parent raised them for help. What is wrong with the help? Because again, we all know we ain't got it. Even the people we think are together are not together. What they say, check on your strong friends. Yeah. How are we aware of all this stuff? Like I be saying, if niggas know me, them niggas know. I'm gonna make all the stereotypes relevant. I'm gonna make all the sayings relevant with whatever I'm ranting about. Just for us to see how we say stuff at the wrong times. We say stuff, in my opinion, as a cop out. It's a whole excuse on why something isn't going right when we all know that it should be going another way. We can all agree that something isn't right. However, it got nothing to do with me, wherever it ain't my scenario. Or is it? Your little cousin going through the same thing. Your daughter going through the same thing. And you just sitting there hopeless on some like, well, when they turn 18, they got a phone. When they're able, when they want to talk to me, they will. What if they are blaming you because they ain't never talked to you? They ain't never seen you fight for them. Both aspects. Mother, father, mommy, daddy. They ain't seen nobody but granny fight for them. They just know y'all exist. They just know y'all be arguing with granny when they come by or something here and there. It's just an aspect. Keep the world out, people. Instead of just judging the world as we hear about scenarios, instead of just judging the world as stuff come about. Let's peep it out so we can be like, oh, you know what? Maybe a motherless child right there. That may be a motherfucker right there that don't know. Oh shit. Let me try and help her. Then you got the ones that don't want the help. Yep, I'm aware of that. They gonna talk crap to you. Still in all you tried. Something is better than nothing, right? That's not a thing. All right. It's your girl, Lady Scrap. You know your favorite. I move from the West Side Fruits. It takes a village to raise a child, so let's not be like hopeless judgers of the kids. Let's just help the kids. We start seeing these kids acting up in these classrooms. We start seeing these kids acting up at the mall, at the grocery store, somewhere. Let the mama know they doing the best they can instead of saying something to the kid. Leave the kid alone. The kid is running around being free. They don't even know no better. Just let the kid know, hey, let the mama know. Let the daddy know. Let whatever adult with them know. Hey, let them know. I know it ain't easy. You got it, though. You doing great. They intact. They got all their limbs. Whatever we can say, just give some assurance. Because everybody don't want to be told how to raise their kid. Everybody don't want to be talked to about their kid. Everybody don't need a co-parent. They don't need another parent, a helicopter parent. Yeah, we all can negate the help. We all can deter the help. We can all say no to the help. What about the compliment though? Right. That, hey, you doing good. I don't care if the kid ain't even clean. You doing good. You got the baby with you. Know some that ain't got their kids. Stuff like that, because it's always another scenario. It could always be worse. HoodChicks35 at Gmail for your interviews. Follow me on Instagram. It's your girl, Lady Scrap.